Hi guys and welcome back. It's Jason. It's the first video of 2022. It's been a minute. Thank you for coming back and joining me again. Today we're going to be checking out this little fella right here, the Deity Pocket Wireless. So let's get into it. Just want to make it clear that Deity is not sponsoring this video. I purchased this with my own money and I wanted to see how this turned out. I wanted to see how this sounded. One of the things that drove me to get a set of wireless microphones is I wanted to be able to step away from my camera when I was out and about and doing videos out in the wild. And with my normal D3 Pro, which is above me right now, which is what you're listening to at the moment, that I wasn't able to do. I wasn't able to step away from the camera, be behind the camera. With this, I'll be able to step, Deity says 175 feet, I believe, or 53 meters or something like that, away from the camera. I don't know why I would ever be 200 feet away from my camera, but who knows. But one thing I wanted to have that ability to be able to step away from my camera or be behind my camera and for you to still be able to hear me. So basically the Pocket Wireless is a single channel wireless microphone that you can plug into your camera, your phone, your laptop, whatever device that you're using to record and get high quality audio. For the price, you get some awesome features for the price. I mean, you get this hard shell case, that most of the wireless microphones out there, you won't get this with, and I really appreciate this because I can just toss this in my camera bag and not worry about the microphones rolling around or losing the cables or whatever. So this is really handy. I really appreciate this being included in the purchase price. Now, when you open up the case, you get everything you could possibly need right within the case. You get the transceiver, you get the receiver, you get all the connection cables that you could possibly need with USB-A, USB-C. You get the microphone attachment cable for your camera. And another feature that I really like is you get a high quality lav mic that has a really unique feature that connects to your transceiver. We'll talk about that in a little bit. And you also get, of course, a dead cat. I still haven't mastered putting this onto my transceiver yet, but I'll get there. The built-in mic in the transceiver unit has a frequency response of 20 hertz all the way up to 20 kilohertz. And basically what that tells you is the 20 hertz is the really bassy bass. It's in most cases to your ear, it's not going to be audible unless you're within a really close environment. The volume's really loud and you're probably going to feel it more than you're actually going to hear it. So it's but the fact that it registers from that all the way up to 20 kilohertz, which is basically the high highs, which may not be audible as well, but it's there. That's an option as well. Now the lav mic that comes with the unit, it goes from, let me double check, 50 kilohertz or 50 hertz all the way up again to the 20 kilohertz. So you're getting a wide range of frequencies and it should cover everything that you possibly need. Now, the feature that I was talking about when it comes to the lav mic that I really like, which is a really nice feature, is that when you plug it in, it has a locking feature on it so that you can screw it in and it will not come out. This is a really nice feature if you have it fastened to your belt loop or somewhere on a jacket or a shirt and you happen to get a tug or it comes unclipped and falls. You don't lose your audio. It doesn't come unplugged. I also love that on both units you have a physical on and off switch. It's just a nice feature that I like, that there's that ability to turn it on, turn it off, that you don't have to worry about it. You know if you've turned it on, you know if you've turned it off. It's just something that I like. Another really nice feature that Deity has included in this Pocket Wireless is, which is also in their much more expensive Connect wireless system, is their guardrail analog limiter, which basically what that does is if you're really close to the microphone or something's really loud, basically it prevents it from clipping and you get a little bit more cleaner audio. That's how I understand it anyway. So basically, if for some reason there's a loud sound or your voice gets louder, it prevents you from clipping the audio, and you don't have to clean it up as much as in post, or you don't actually blow it out so that you actually can't hear the audio. So that's a really nice feature, which is pretty amazing that they included in this. The battery on the system runs for about 5 hours, which is, you know, pretty good for what it is. I mean, these are really small, tiny little units, and I mean, to get 5 hours of recording time out of this is pretty impressive. And as far as connectivity, you're looking at, like I said, you've got USB-A, USB-C, and you've got the connections for your camera right in the kit. So you can connect it to your phone, your laptop, your camera, or whatever it is that you need, and it works really, really well. The build quality is really good. It's a hard plastic construction. They're not metal. I mean, obviously, with the price point, you're not going to have a metal unit or anything like that. But it's a hard plastic. It's slim. They're tiny. As you can see, they're a very small little unit. You can tuck them away very well. When it comes to the display on the unit, it's a high quality display. It's very bright. You can see it very easily on the top of your camera, inside or out. I really like it, actually. One added feature that I like about the display is it shows you the battery level on both units, which is really nice. And for example, I don't know if it'll show up, but you can see that I've got the transceiver off right now and I've got the receiver on, and you can see the battery levels. I'm not sure if that'll show up on the screen, but it gives you indicator lights of whether the unit is paired, whether it's connected to the other device, and they're both on right now. You can see that they've got the green, they're connected, and they work really, really well. The sound quality now, this is not my first Deity microphone. Like I said, right now we're listening to the Deity D3 Pro, a shotgun mic, which is above my head and just off screen. So I'm used to the quality that comes with Deity microphones. The girlfriend also has a lav mic as well, and it works exceptionally well. So going in, I knew that the quality of the device was probably going to be pretty good. However, I'd never had a wireless microphone unit before, so this is my first, and I'm actually really, really impressed with how good it actually sounds. Okay, so here we go, and I've got the Deity unit right here about chest level. I found with trying it out a little bit, and I haven't changed anything on the settings on the unit. This is straight out of box, so you're hearing what it comes like straight out of the box. And this unit, I found that basically the best place to have it is about chest level for my voice anyway. And so here it is. How does it sound? And now I'm using the lav that comes with the kit. I've put the lav roughly about in the same position as I had just the transceiver without the lav. So here you have it. This is the sound. This is the difference between the shotgun mic the receiver, and the lav, so you can see all the different sounds that you can possibly get out of this thing. If you wanted to, you could hide the receiver, hide it right in your shirt, and it would be very inconspicuous. And one thing, you know, some people like having the security of a lav and just having this unit tucked away somewhere else. And again, it does have that locking mechanism on it so that you can't pull it out unless you unscrew it and want to disconnect the unit. Which basically, if I take this off there, now I'm just using the unit without the lavalier mic again. It does have the dead cat, which you can put on there. I'm not going to put that on there right now, but it's there for outside when you want to go try it out. Now, speaking of outside, it's time to go do some outside tests, and then we'll come back and we'll finish off this video after we do some range tests outside. So let's go. Hey everybody, this is Jason. I'm out. I don't know how long I'm going to be out in the wild today. It's almost minus 20 degrees Celsius. I hope you can hear me. I'm out here testing the Deity Pocket Wireless. Currently I'm about 5 feet away from my actual camera. I've got the transceiver, receiver, whatever. I've got the Deity on me here, right, just clipped below me, about chest level. It's a little windy right now. I don't know if that's affecting anything. I don't have the windsock on. I probably should. I'm going to test this with both without the microphone, or the in-body microphone on the Deity, and I'm going to test it with the Lav, which I've got in my pocket. I'll plug that in shortly. But how's it sound? I hope it sounds good. It's mid-afternoon. Like I said, it's about minus 20 degrees Celsius. And next I'm going to do a range test without the Lav, and I'm just going to take a walk down the trail that I'm on. Currently I'm up on a little tower, and you will be able to see me walk down the trail, and let's do that. And the nice thing about this is you can still hear me. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the camera, and this is one of the reasons why I got the Pocket Wireless, is so that I could be behind the camera and be pointing something out and you could still hear me. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk down the stairs, and you'll be able to see me in just a moment. Hopefully this doesn't cut out or anything like that. I'm just walking in the snow here. It's a beautiful afternoon, no matter how cold it is. It's very cold. I should have put my snowshoes, but hopefully you can still hear me. I'm turned away from the camera right now, so hopefully it still picks you up. As you can see, we got about a foot yesterday, and I'm out of breath. It's cold. I'm out of shape. Hopefully you can still hear me. I can see the camera. I don't know how far away I am right now. I'd probably see a couple hundred feet anyway. And the microphone is supposed to be able to be 105 feet away, I believe, something like that. Anyway, I don't know if it's cutting out. I'll have to look at the footage afterwards. But I'm quite a ways away from the camera, so hopefully you can still hear me. And when I get back to the tower, I'm going to switch to the Lav mic. I don't know how many pictures I'm going to get today being out here. I'm going to try and get a couple. There's some pretty nice scenery in the background, which I'll show you in a minute as soon as I get back to the camera. Hopefully you can still see me, still hear me. Hopefully this is coming out really good. So hopefully you can still hear me. I'm coming back up the tower to the camera now. Hopefully that worked out well. I'm gonna turn you around and show you where I am. And then we'll switch to the Lav mic and see how that sounds. All right, you can hear me again, hopefully. Now, I just had a little mishap. I lost the windsock off my lavalier mic, and it blew out of my hand, blew over the side of the tower. I'm gonna have to get a new windsock for my Lav mic, my brand new Lav mic. Oh well, no big deal. Hopefully the wind is not going to affect it too much with out the sock on it. I've got the lav mic plugged in about the same. Originally had the transceiver without the mic plug. Hopefully you can still hear me. So I'm going to try and cover the lav a little bit. Bloody hell. Lost the windsock. That figures. But, you know, stuff happens. So, hopefully you can still hear me pretty good. Hopefully the wind's not causing too much chaos into the lav mic right now. I picked the wrong day to come out in the snow, I think. It's a beautiful day, but man, it's cold. It is cold. But that's why we live in Canada, right? For the snow and the cold and the winter. Yeah, okay. All right, back at the car again. I don't have my glasses on because they fogged up as soon as I got in the car, so bit of a slog through all that snow. Wish I'd brought my snowshoes. Those will definitely be going in the car as soon as I get home. But we're gonna go back to the studio and we're gonna finish up this video. I hope you enjoyed the test and the scenery, and we'll see you back at the studio. So there you have it. We're back in studio now. You saw the tests outside. One thing that definitely factors in, line of sight. Line of sight is a big factor when it comes to this. So you saw as I walked away in certain places that the unit would cut out a little bit. So obviously there was some interference with my body and the range, but you know, when I was within range and the unit had direct line of sight, there was no problems. And even though I had lost the windsock off of my lavalier mic, girlfriend had an extra. You know, it still sounded good, even though there was wind noise, and even though I still haven't mastered putting this onto the unit yet, because there's two little clips on there that I haven't quite mastered putting on there in and out, and I didn't want to do it at -20. So basically, you know, my thoughts on the unit, I think it's great, and the value for the money, the thing comes in at $169 US, and for that money, for the case, for the included lavalier mic, for all the cables, the dead cat, the 2 units, the value for money is just there, and the audio quality is fantastic. And I don't think that you could go wrong with this unit at all. I love Deity products. They've served me well. I haven't had any issues with them, and I think that the Pocket Wireless is something that I would recommend to anyone that is looking for a wireless solution for their camera or their laptop. Or you can use these with your phone. You can use them for Zoom calls even if you wanted to. So they're multifunctional, and again, the sound quality is really good. The value is there. So I'd highly recommend checking these out. I will put an affiliate link to Deity down below, and I hope you check out one of my other Deity videos that I will post up here, and I will see you again in my next video.